I just turned 25, and what better way to celebrate than by making a Pokemon tier list? So today, I'll be ranking all the starter Pokemon. Let's go. Okay, so first off we have Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is not bad, but it's also not my favorite. I'm more biased towards the water types, and I usually don't like the grass types. So I think we'll start at a B. B for Bulbasaur. Okay, next we have Ivysaur. It's not great, but it's not bad. I think Ivysaur is like a pretty good example of like what a mid-evo should be. Because like a lot of the later mid-evolutions are kind of ugly, but I think this is like a good middle ground. So for that, I think I'll have to put it at an A tier. Now we have Venusaur. Venusaur is not bad. But again, I just don't like the grass types. I think I'll put it at a B. I think a B is fair. And then we have the Mega version. I think the Mega looks kind of dumb, to be honest. I think I'll have to give that a C tier. Okay, now we got Charmander. This is a fan favorite here, so I can't put him at a low ranking or I'm gonna get a lot of hate. So I think he's a solid A tier. I don't think he's worthy of an S tier, but he's also not. But he also doesn't deserve a B tier or lower, you know? So I think a A tier is fair. Next we have Charmeleon. It's not bad. Again, I think Gen 1 does the mid-evils really well. Like, it's not ugly, and it's a good transition between the two forms. So I think I'm leaning towards a B with Charmeleon. The only thing I don't understand is why he's like a pale orange here, and then he gets like super dark, almost like red, and then he goes back to orange. It's a little weird. So yeah, I think we'll keep it at a B tier. Next we got Charizard, everyone's favorite. Charizard is pretty cool, I can't lie. I think he might be our first S tier. Yeah, he's going S tier. Next we have Charizard. Is this X or Y? I'm not sure. I do think this one's really cool though, with the blue flame. And he has like the black color with just like the shiny form of the base, which is pretty cool. So I think he deserves an S tier. Now we have this one. He looks a little in this form. I don't know if I like this. I think he deserves like a C tier. Okay, now we have my favorite Gen 1 starter, Squirtle. Now, I think normally I would put him at like an A tier, but because of the existence of the Squirtle squad, he deserves an S. Wartortle is also pretty good. I think that's like an A tier. Blastoise. I like Blastoise. I don't know how much I like him though. I think he's like a solid A tier, I'd say. He's got the cool pose, he's like looking over his shoulder. I have to go with that. Now we have his Mega. He looks kind of dumb in the Mega, I can't lie. I think that's like a C tier. Next we have Chikorita. How do I feel about Chikorita? It's like okay. I think it's like maybe like a low B tier. Bayleaf on the other hand, I think Bayleaf is pretty cool. I remember in the series, I think Ash had a Bayleaf. So I think it's like a low A tier. And now Meganium. Meganium I think is like the same tier as Chikorita. I think like a low B. Maybe a little bit higher, yeah. Okay, now we have Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is pretty cute. I think I put it at like a high B tier. I don't know if it's better than Bulbasaur though. I think just a little lower than Bulbasaur is good. Now, what is the... I forget what the medieval is called. Quilava, I think? It's okay. I think it's like... Maybe like a high C. Not Typhlosion. Typhlosion's pretty cool. I think it's like a mid A tier. I think we'll put him like right there. Hisuian Typhlosion. I think the design is really cool. Like the ghost fire, it's got like some spirit vibe. I think it might be an S tier. I also just really love the Hisuian forms. Totodile? Totodile's not bad. Like he just seems like he would be annoying to have. So I think we'll put him at like a mid to low B. Maybe like right there. I feel like it would be really annoying to have as a Pokemon. I don't know. Croconaw? I want to say like a mid C. There's like nothing special about him. I think he's like a mid C. Relegator? Relegator also gives me like crazy vibes. Like this guy looks like a psychopath. I think he's like low B. Maybe like right there. Trico? Okay, the Trico line is probably like the best grass line out of all the starters. For that, I'll put him like mid to low A. Grovyle is also pretty cool. I think Ash had a Grovyle. We'll put him like right here. I think he's like around the same level as Blastoise. Maybe we'll lower Wartortle. Yeah. Sceptile. Sceptile's like S tier. Like he's just so cool. And his Mega 2, he gets dragon typing. That's pretty badass. Torchic. Okay. Torchic. Okay, even though I said I really like the water types, I always pick Torchic in, what is it, Gen 3? Like, he's just too good. He's just like a little chicken. I think we'll give him like high A. And then the medieval form, it's not bad, but he kind of looks like something. He resembles something. It's got an odd shape going on. So I think he's like a mid-high B. And Blaziken's cool as hell. He's getting S tier. Mega Blaziken, same thing. Like this Pokemon's just too cool. Okay, now we have Mudkip. Mudkip is pretty good. It's cute. I think I would say it's like a low A, high B. I'm gonna go with a high B. Now we have, what is this one called? Marsh Stomp. This thing is ugly. He has nothing going on in his head. He's definitely like a D tier. Now, when he evolves into Swampert is pretty cool. I think we could put him around like a mid-A. I think that's pretty fair. The Mega, he's kind of cool in the Mega. I'm not the biggest fan of it though. I think it's maybe like a mid-B. I'd put him like right here, I guess. Turtwig. Okay, so Diamond was the first Pokemon game I ever played, and I started with Turtwig. And he was terrible. So I restarted the game and picked a different Pokemon. But his design isn't bad, so I think I'd put him at like a high C. Grottle. I don't really like Grottle, but I remember when I was younger, I used to have this, it's like a plushie of a Grottle, and you could like squish his leg, and he would go, Grottle. I don't know why, I didn't even like the Pokemon, but I just had that plushie, so I think that gives him like, at least a B tier. Now we have Torterra. Okay, Torterra is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put him at probably like a low A. I think I'd go with a low A. Okay, Chimchar. Chimchar, is pretty cool. I'd give him like probably a high B. I think to me it's like around the same level as Mudkip. Monferno. It's not bad. I think I'll give him a low B. Then Infernape is pretty cool. I think I'd put him probably like a mid A tier. This tier list is getting too big, I'm running out of space. Okay, next one is Piplup. Piplup is pretty cute. Even though I usually pick the water types, I never chose Piplup for some reason. But it's not bad. It's pretty cute. I think it's like a low A tier. Okay, next we have Prinplup. Prinplup I'm not a big fan of. Something about his face looks weird. I think he's like maybe a little bit worse than Marshtomp. We'll put him at like a low D. Now Empoleon. Empoleon's pretty cool. I think I'd also put him around maybe like a mid A tier, I'd say. Yeah. Next is Snivy. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not that bad. I put it like a low B tier. Probably next to Chikorita. Next, what is this one called? Servine, I think? I think I like it a little less than Snivy. I'd put it like a mid C tier. Next, Serperior. I picked this one. What game was this from? Was this X and Y? Was this Black and White? I think it was X and Y. I picked this thing, I fully evolved it, and then I never used it again. So I think I'd put it at like a low B tier. Okay, we have Tepig. Tepig is pretty cute. I would say maybe a little lower than Trico. I think like a low A tier is pretty good. And Pignite, I'm leaning towards like a low B. It's okay. Next we have Emboar. Emboar, it's okay. I'd probably put it like a high B tier. I'd put him like right there. Ooh, next we have Oshawott. Oshawott's really good. I think that's like a high A tier for me. Yeah. The Medieval though, not the best. Probably like a mid B tier. But now the final evolution, Samurott. This is like an S tier for me. I love this Pokemon. Especially the Hisuian form. Super cool. Next we have Chespin. It's okay. Probably like a mid B tier. Now the Mid-Evo, I think it's called Quilladin. I'm not sure. It's giving me like the same vibes as Marshtomp. I'm gonna have to put him in D. And the final evolution, Chestnut. I don't really like it. Probably like a mid C tier. Next up is Fennekin. Fennekin, I'd probably put like a mid to high B. I never used it, but it's like okay. Oh, this one. I forget what it's called. So for that, I'm gonna have to put it like a mid B. And the final evolution, it's okay. It's probably like a little better than the Mid-Evo. Put it like a high B tier maybe. Okay, I'm running out of space on this tier list. So next we have, oh, this is a good one. We have Froakie. Froakie's S tier. Then the Mid-Evo, I'd put like probably a low A tier. Then Greninja's S tier. One of my favorite Pokemon. Same with Ash Greninja. These two Pokemon give me like the same vibe. They're both super cool. Next we have Rowlet. This is from Sun and Moon, right? Rowlet. I think I'd put him at like an A tier. Probably like a mid to low A. The medieval though, I think is pretty ugly. It's gonna get a C tier from me. And what is the final evo called? Decidui. It's not bad. Probably mid A tier. His history form though, he's like a archer. I like the hat thing he's got going on. Probably like a high A tier. Next is Litten. Litten, I'd put like a mid A tier. It's pretty solid. The mid Evo though, I'd probably put in like a low B. I forget what it's called. Toracat, I think? Toracat? Yeah, probably put low B. And then Incineroar is not my favorite. I'd probably put it at like a high B tier. Next we have Poplio. Poplio, it's probably like a mid to low A tier. It's like a clown seal. It's kind of cool. The mid Evo, this thing is disgusting though. This might be our first A tier. Yeah, it's going at the bottom. I do not like that thing at all. Final Evo though, it's pretty cool. I like the design. I'd probably put it like, probably a high B tier. Next, what is this called? Grookey. Grookey, I'd probably put it like a high B tier. It's one of the better like monkey Pokemon, but I don't think it beats Chimchar though. The mid Evo, I think he would get like a B tier. Nothing special about him. And the final evolution, Rillaboom. How do I feel about this guy? I'd also put him in like a B tier. Next is... what is this called? Scorbunny. Scorbunny is pretty cool. He gives me like the same vibe as like the Torchic line. But I think I'd put him in A tier. The mid Evo though, I think this is one of the cooler mid Evos. I'd put him like high A tier. In the final form, Cinderace, I think it deserves like a low S tier. If I put Blaziken in S tier, I think I have to put this one in S tier also. Because they're like pretty much the same. Except one's a chicken and one's a rabbit. Next is Sobble. I think Sobble is like deserving of like a mid A tier. Yeah. The mid Evo though, this is gonna be our next E tier for sure. This thing is so ugly. He's got like the emo bang haircut, but he's also wearing mittens. And he's got like socks on. I don't know what they're trying to do with that design. The final Evo though is pretty cool. I think I'd put him at like a high A tier. Inteleon. He's like a sniper lizard. It's pretty cool. Sprigatito. Sprigatito is pretty cute. I'd put it like a low A tier, I think. The mid Evo, I don't even know what this thing is called to be honest. But I'd probably put it like a high B tier. I think that's fair. The final Evo though, Meowscarada, I think this one is deserving of an S tier. Like I like the whole vibe it has going on, like the Joker trickster. So I think we'll put it at like a low S tier. Next we have Fuecoco. Okay, I think most people would probably disagree with me, but I do not like this Pokemon. I think he's like too silly for me, I don't know. So I'd probably put him at like a mid B tier. This thing is very ugly. He's getting like a low D tier. The final Evo is not bad though. I'll give him like a high B. This line, what is it called? Quaxley. It's okay. I mean, I picked this in Scarlet and Violet, but it wasn't my favorite. I'd probably put him at like a mid to high B tier. The medieval is also super ugly. It's going in a D tier. One thing I'm noticing is that a lot of the water type medievals are really ugly. I don't know why Nintendo just can't get them right. Like the earlier ones weren't that bad. Like we have War Turtle. What is this one called? Frogadier. I don't know what they were smoking at Nintendo when they made these. And lastly, we have Quaquaval, I think it's called. I'd probably put him at like a mid B tier. And then this also includes starters from like other Pokemon games. So I guess I'll rank these too, why not? Pikachu, fan favorite. It's pretty cute. I'd put him like a high A tier. Eevee is also A tier. You got a lot of options with that one. Espeon, I don't know if you can see, right there. Espeon's one of my favorite Pokemon. This is going in S tier. Umbreon is also pretty cool, but I think he's a little overrated. I'd put him at like a high A tier still, but definitely like a fan favorite. Now we have the three evolutions. Out of all of them, I think my favorite is probably Vaporeon. And no, I know what you're thinking, it's not because of that. I'd probably put it like a low A tier. Jolteon's also pretty cool, probably like a high B. Then Flareon, I would also put it like a high B. Okay, and that is all of the starting Pokemon. Let me zoom out so you can get a better view. Yeah, what do you think? S tier, we got Charizard, Blaziken, Samurott, Greninja, Squirtle, Typhlosion, the two Sceptiles, Froakie, Cinderace, Meowscarada, and Espeon. I think I'm pretty happy with this list. I don't think there's anything I would change. But yeah, I definitely noticed a trend for me. I favor the water types a lot, and the fire types are also pretty cool. And the grass types for me are just like near the bottom tier. Then the mid-water evos, these things are nasty. Someone's gotta change these. I hope when they make the next Pokemon game, they actually make a good mid-evo for the water types. Because the past few ones have not been great. But yeah, that was my Pokemon starter tier list ranking. Let me know what you'll think. I think this is a pretty accurate rating. Obviously I'm biased because I made this, but I think most people would agree. Maybe not grass type fans. Yeah, grass type fans would definitely not agree with this, but I'm happy with this list. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought. I don't know if I'll ever make a tier list again, this was kind of random, but yeah. See you in the next video, bye!